Too tight. Anthony. Too tight. Too tight.
Canter around. Okay. You've got the whole arena. Just don't run into them. I don't know. I think that was
Brandon hasn't cantered him very much.
Y'all will probably take pictures of it. Nah, Anthony. Where you at, Anthony? You know what? My 5-year-old loved that horse. He's the perfect size. What happened? You got lost? What'd you lose? Stirrup? Is that why you got cut off?
I don't think he's used to cantering with Brandon.
Okay, yeah. Do this for me, Brandon. Try to not just stay on the fence. Try to come out here across the middle so the horse is more, there's more of an opportunity for that horse to need to follow your direction. Because if you just stay on the fence, then maybe the fence is doing all the directing and maybe we don't see much resistance come up in that little horse. Out here, he needs to follow your direction more, which will give him more opportunity to resist it. Does that make sense? Because that's what I want to see. Katie, if you put your leg on that horse to move sideways, and you're at a walk, and all you wanted was to step sideways at a walk, and that horse speeds up to a trot, then you bring that horse back to a walk through your grades as quick as you can, and you ask for a exaggerated step off your leg to where you're convinced that horse understood. I didn't ask you to speed up off my left leg. I asked you to step to the right off my left leg. So you might stay off the fence a little bit more too. Give yourself a little bit more room. Okay, head for the gate. Head for the gate and then turn and try and lope him over here to me. Lope him over here. Lope him over here. Lope him over here. Lope him over here. Lope him over here.
He's good.
Lope him over here. So it's more something like that, right? Okay.
Do it.
Have to come to my booth and show me before you do anything with it. I have a lawyer.
YouTube.
You think where his legs is going to be to try to do anything with it.
Alright, do me a favor.
My daughter's taller than he is, and she's ridden him.
No, it's going to be bad enough when I get on. I don't want a picture of it look like you helping me get on. No, really. Any of you ladies that have problems getting on your horse, watch how easy this is. Look at that. Oh, no.
Want the other half?
All right. Did y'all get that picture? Anthony, where you at, bud?
Here.
We're just having fun, partner. Wave at you. Here, I want you to get this one.
This is so going to see.
What's your horse's name?
Buckeye.
Buckeye. If I fall off this rascal, Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I don't know that Equine Fair's paying me enough for this. How's that look, guys? So I'm going to leave him alone here for a minute. You guys have a good sense of humor? Are you sure? Well, let's make it official, dude. You guys got a good sense of humor? You're sure? Yeah. Trade me hats. My wife will not thank you. My wife will say, what?
Is he seriously not confident?
Not that she has anything against me. She doesn't. But what y'all don't understand is there's a group of cowboys that I grew up with. I'm just going to hope and pray they don't get on Facebook. Because when they see me riding with this,
I do too.
again,
I like the color he is now.
this just shows that my ego is gone. All right, guys.
He's seen the videos of what he did with him at the fair. He knows.
So this is what it feels like. Oh yeah, we're smoking now. Well, not the whole lot. I'm a cheap buck. Is my face as red as it feels? Because I'm cutting my hair off. Looked at my horse and said, dude, I am done with you. We got a cowboy code to uphold.
Go, baby, go!
So maybe, to start with, I don't worry Brandon so much about where he's going as maybe just getting him to go somewhere. Okay, so maybe this time I'm going to go straight to the gate. That fell off right there. Now I'm going to turn to the right, and I'm going to try to suggest we go straight to that corner. Dude, this is
I think he knows he's got that crop in the spurs there.
guys are killing me. I don't think I can do this film with much more. I'm at least going to unbuckle it. So now I'll start to be a little more specific about where I'm going. What I'm really trying to do is just not fall off. So when I get here to the gate, now I'm going to try to go as straight as I can to this corner over here. All the way into that corner, so you know you can't drift very far. I want you to go. I'm going to get more further.
There, he's going to get some.
Shorter on this rein right here. I'm going to stay with you. Watch me, Brandon. Now, he's not very big, so I can't pull on that very much. I'll pull him over. So there's places I have to be forgiving there so I don't pull him over. But the idea is I don't soften until you head back this direction, or I don't go away. You got to get up in there a little deeper. See, there's a fence there, man. I'm saying, I know you don't want to be in there, but that's the problem. There's places you don't want to go that we ask for. So, good Lord. Suggest to the corner. I'm going to go straight to that corner, and I'm going to ride in that corner as deep as I can. Just because this horse probably isn't going to want to get in there and put his nose on it. I'm just going to start to So Brandon, do you see what I'm doing? Let's say it's the corner, and let's say it's the last 2 foot into that corner is the thing that my horse says I'm not interested in. It's not so much where I'm asking him to go, Brandon, as it is his frame of mind. See, what I did in that corner down there, when he left that corner, he took it with him. And that's why he rode right up into that one. And that's why he rode right up into this one. See, I'm just looking for those spots where I could say, see, if you drag me over there to that gate, that's not going to get you the release you're looking for. But as he was drifting this way, see, I was short here and I was spanking the hip, but I wasn't pulling on him. I was just trying to direct the nose back, because if I'd have pulled very hard, I could roll this horse over on the side pretty easy. As small as he is, as big as I am. Okay, so I have to be careful about that. Dude, give me my hat back. It's killing me. I'm going to go buy me a little horse and a helmet. So right here I might say you need to be good at changing directions quick. See, if I just speed up, ask for a little life heading down this fence, and I tip him into that fence, and he drags me 40 foot down that fence before he finally follows my direction, then all I'm thinking, as I work to get this horse to change his frame of mind, I'm thinking, you need to get to where when I offer that, you follow it that quick. The problem is not through the race, the problem is what this little rascal thinks. Okay, and the hard part is finding some balance on this little bitty rascal, where if he does change directions and you weren't expecting it, you can stay on him. Straight to that corner. As straight as we can. Straight in that corner. Smart.
I love the local. I'd like to have one.
I've made the mistake in the past, Brandon. Not on little bitty horses like this, but I've made the mistake on some other horses. In that situation down there, when that horse tried to avoid that corner the first time, and he was just drifting to the left, and I was still short on my right rein, and I was spanking him on the hip. What I was really trying to do, because he was drifting with the shoulder, I was trying to get the hip to step over there. Because the position he was in, the hip was driving the shoulder that way. And if I could have got the hip to step over here, he wouldn't have been able to keep drifting to the left with his shoulder. That's why I was spanking. But I've made the mistake in the past of pulling. I'm pulling too hard. And
that's what you do.
Okay. Check this out, guys. Look how easy this is. My brother is going to beat me to death. He sees those pictures.
I bet there'll be pictures of Buckeye show up on his website.
Wide Earth would never leave without this. Okay? So, all 4 corners. I'm going to ask you to ride into all 4 corners.
Watch.
I want you to ride to that gate, and then ride straight to that corner. Then you're going to leave that corner, you're going to go back to that gate, then you're coming straight to this corner. Then you're going to come back to the middle, and then you're going to go straight to that one. And then from that one, you're going to come back to the middle and straight to that one. You got all that? And then when you leave that one, you're going to meet you right back in the middle. Who's missing the spur? Oh, that's what you lost over there. I saw something fly off. It's laying over there on the ground. You don't need it. You can use your motivator that's in your hand. While he's doing that, Katie, how's this working here? Stay right here next to me for a second so I can see. So right there, as you're... Okay? He's better at coming As you bending to the right and step the shoulder to the left. He's better than when you're bending to the left and step the shoulder to the right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll go the other way. It doesn't look bad. What if I said this? What if I said your foot could slide forward this much further? And what if I said you could use your outside rein out here
Ready to clap
to
for
help
Brandon.
suggest he move lateral more? But you got the fence blocking it right there. Cut across here, you got some room. Now, if you need to
There
help
you
that
go, buddy.
rein out there, help. There you go, but you didn't ask him to speed up, so you got to bring him back to a walk while you're asking for that, Katie. You can't stop asking, bring him back, and then ask him again. You got to bring him back to the walk while you're asking him to move lateral because you didn't ask him to speed up to the trot. So I can't take the pressure off from that leg when he speeds up to slow him down and then ask him again. Because what he's saying is, what did I just do to get that leg pressure to go away? Help him see this foot. If I took a picture right now, your horse or your foot was about 2 inches. How's that little pony doing, guys?
Good.
Now, I want you to take your left foot back to your back cinch. I want you to tip the nose to the left, and I want you to push his hip towards me. Bring his hip towards me. Okay, now hear me out on this. Just sit right there for a second. Let's say you're walking to the fence. Hear me out, guys. I'm walking to the fence, and what I want to do is I want to push that left shoulder up, and I want to step his right shoulder this way. And when I start that, he starts to drift this way with his hip. When the hip starts to drift this way, this foot right there is going to slide back to that back cinch, and it's going to move that hip back over. And say, I didn't ask that hip to go that way. I'm going to move it like that. I might have to move it back quite a few times until when I pick that up, my left hand's going to come this way. My horse's neck's right here. My left hand's going to come this way. This hand can help out here.
Nice.
This foot is as close to my front.
Well, he hadn't had him over there yet.
But if that hip starts to come this way and you didn't ask him,
Just him
you've got to
seeing
move it back.
what to do
Or
to
he
get
might
him.
think that's what that is what you make sense? Slow it
There
down.
you go.
Come right to the middle, Brandon.
He's almost got that little flying pace.
No, you just
I
rest
like
right there.
I like
Let your hands
Buckeye.
down.